This is one of my picks in the show because I've never seen a deal like this. All right, I own a big, giant cast iron Kitchen HQ roaster.
Yeah.
And I love it. Very big, heavy weight because you want cast iron. But what Kitchen HQ did is they said, listen, not everybody needs a big, giant pan. Sometimes you need a medium size. Sometimes you need a smaller size. We are giving you essentially 3 pans. We're giving you a griddle, giving you a lid, giving you a griddle, giving you a regular grill, like a flat top, and we give you the giant Dutch.
Yep. 3-quart Dutch.
All these come with a lid. This is how it stores. And by the way, it's cast iron. And that's a good thing. Because, well, I like to show everybody.
It's great.
This is not a little flimsy piece of cookware. It's cast iron. And then what they do is they put that triple infused diamond nonstick on it. So you never have to worry about seasoning it. Nothing will stick to it. This is an incredible deal. You get all 4 pieces for $99.95. So you can flat top, you can griddle, you can do whatever. You can make pancakes, you can do burgers, fried chicken.
And you can fry, you're gonna sear, you're gonna grill because it's got everything you need. This is the ceramic non-stick cast iron lineup from Kitchen HQ, and it's stackable. So you get the grill, you get the saute pan, and you get that 3-quart brazier, all in one stackable component. But here's the thing, why do we love cast iron? Well, this is why. You get the perfect sear, the perfect even heat when you're frying, baking, braising. This is cast iron at its finest. But unlike Grandma's cast iron, you don't have to baby this. You don't have to season it. You don't have to, worry about how clean it is. Also, old school cast iron guy, you can't cook with wine and tomato, it rusts. Here I can, look at this. It's cooking with reckless abandon. You don't have to worry, and when you don't fear the cleanup, you don't worry about using the cookware. Look at my salmon, nothing sticks.
So here's the thing about salmon.
Yeah.
I love a seared salmon. You really, it's very difficult to try to grill salmon because it falls apart.
Yeah.
But that's why we give you 3 separate surfaces to cook on. So you get the shallow, you get one that's a little deeper, you get the griddle pan, and you get the 3-quart roaster.
Yeah.
So you can braise.
And I want to show you guys.
Each one wears the same hat.
They wear the same hat, so the lid is totally universal. I've seared my salmon, and now look. The lid works on the little saute pan, the grill pan, or the brazier, and this is a great way to cook with steam, not fat. There you go, exactly. They're interchangeable.
That's awesome.
Isn't that great?
I love that.
So you have your grill, you have your saute pan, you have your non-stick pan, you have your brazier. Now look at this steak, guys. Look at the sear and the char I got on this steak. It is unbelievable. I added a little red wine. You could deglaze with a little dollop of butter as well. This is, even if it's just for the grill pan.
And then watch the cleanup. You got to see this.
Look at this.
We'll come in close on the pan.
Guys, come in and look at this. Could you do this with Grandma's cast iron?
No. And you know what else?
It is simple.
I love that it has the helper handles, which are part of the pan. They're not glued. They're not riveted. They are part of the pan. So if a pan had a big handle, it would be really hard to store.
Yep.
These store, I'll show you again, just like this. I mean, look at this. That is crazy. All 3 pans and the lid all stacked together. And by the way, because of that nonstick, you don't have to throw a bunch of butter or oil in there.
I seared this salmon with no oil.
Well, salmon has
butter.
fat. You don't need any more.
And that's all you need. I think people forget that 1 tablespoon of olive oil has 14 grams of fat. You don't need that extra fat. Look at the sear I got on the salmon, and that's because it's that cast iron ceramic non-stick. I got a perfect sear. You can cut back on the fat, save those calories from fat every day, and it adds up. Look how stunning this looks.
We're doing fried chicken in the
3-quart.
chicken.
Now, why did Grandma love to fry in cast iron? Same reason why we love to sear. Look at the burgers.
Yeah, it's stupid.
The perfect grill marks on the burgers. So whether you're using the grill pan, the saute pan, or the brazier, which I'm going to show you, this has everything you need. If you're looking to upgrade your whole cookware set, this is the way to do it. And now, because I know it's non-stick, Guy, I'm throwing cheese on there, and I'm not worried. Old school cast iron, I would never do this. Watch this. Universal lid.
Love it. Ooh,
let it melt. Now look
at
this.
There? Is that a tikka?
In my 3-quart brazier, you got it. A beautiful, fragrant tikka masala. With
by the way, and we have that electric rice cooker.
Yes.
Coming up in the next hour.
Oh, I should save that with the rice.
Oh my gosh, look at that.
Look at the capacity, the 3 quarts. Now this is
That's
so
enough
cool.
for 6 people. Easy.
Easy.
Yeah.
I seared the chicken first, then I added the cauliflower, the carrots, a little tikka masala sauce. Beautiful. So you get a brazier, you get a grill pan, you get the saute pan, and it's all non-stick, but cast iron non-stick.
It makes all the difference.
It makes all the difference
I
in the
use
world.
cast iron 90% of the times when I cook.
Yes.
Because I know I can cook on a medium temperature. I know I'm going to get a great sear because it has a great contact with your food.
Yep.
Because it holds temperature so well. I've got fried chicken over here. I don't know if you guys can see, but I got a whole bunch of fried chicken. And you know, in the South, you fry chicken in a cast iron pan, all right?
Always.
And look at this. I want you to see how beautiful this has come out. I normally would drain it, but it's okay.
Now, you know why?
Look at this.
You know, we do that because the oil temp doesn't go down, so that the chicken doesn't get greasy. So whether you're frying, braising, searing, roasting, baking, you're gonna use cast iron, but you won't fear the cleanup because it's ceramic non-stick. Look at that.
Amanda made this chicken. Everything Amanda touches turns to gold. So, but I'm telling you, if you want to make a good fried chicken, if you want to fry anything, fried shrimp, you need that larger pan. Now, if you want to do burgers,
donuts,
use the griddle pan and get those marks on your food.
Look at the marks I'm getting on my pork. I didn't put any oil, any butter. This is the same pan I did my steaks. And guys, look at this one. In my saute pan, that's where I did the salmon with the asparagus, the white wine. I wipe it out.
Look at it.
Come on,
man. That's insane.
How cool is that? Look at my eggs.
Now,
Nothing
eggs
sticks.
would normally be very sticky.
Nothing sticks.
I want you to watch this.
Look at this.
Look at this.
Guys, you want to see my dancing eggs? Wow. And out. If it's just your new nonstick pan, it's worth it. If it's just your nonstick grill, it's worth it. If it's just your brazier, it's worth it. My pans look spotless because that's how nonstick it is.
All right, I have 580 left in red. They are going very, very quickly. And remember, if you don't need all 3 pans, you can always keep 1 or 2 and give one away. I don't care, but make sure you keep the lid. But you are getting 3 cast iron pieces plus the lid. And I will tell you this as well, and you know this.
Yep.
You will have these pans the rest of your days.
100%.
These will not go away. It is cast iron. It lasts forever. It's the original form of cookware when you think about it.
Totally.
I mean, look at old stuff. It's all cast iron's all we had, right?
I started with cheese.
Let it go.
I started with cheese.
Oh, I know what you're going to do. I love this. I love when you do this. Best idea ever to make a quesadilla.
The cheese doesn't stick. This isn't just grandma's cast iron. This is ceramic, non-stick cast iron. So if I can start with melted cheese or sugar or eggs, I mean, are you kidding me? Look at this thing. And look. Upside down quesadilla. It doesn't stick. Talk about the best grilled cheese.
I have one of your cast iron pans, and I've never done that, and I want to do that.
How cool is that?
I want to make like fajitas.
Totally.
Which I could do the meat in there, I could do the cheese in there, I could do the tortillas in there, I could do all that.
Look at this.
And
oh my gosh.
remember, when you bring it to the table, it stays hot.
It stays hot. You have the lid.
For like 30 minutes, it'll stay hot.
Oh my gosh. Look, I started with an upside down cheese quesadilla. When you cook like this, you have fun. You don't fear the cleanup. Remember, this is where I did the eggs and the bacon. They slid right out. Hey, how about this? That's a breakfast of champions right there.
Yeah. Guys, and again, I want you to look at the pan. The pan there's no remnants of anything. All right.
Don't let me forget my burgers.
We did burgers.
Look at this.
And look
so
at how
remember, on the grill pan, I did my cheeseburgers. The cheese doesn't stick. So you've got the best grill pan that's cast iron, ceramic, nonstick. You've got the best little skillet for your everyday cooking, eggs, salmon, veggies, and you've got the 3-quart brazier. It's all cast iron, it's all diamond-enhanced ceramic nonstick, and best of all, it's meant to nest within themselves. So even while they're nested on your kind of stovetop, they're only 13 inches tall.
All right,
you know what I mean?
I'm turning the sausages over here. And guys, here's the thing. We have this on the smallest burner.
Yeah.
And we're already getting color, which is crazy. And I would have waited a little bit longer to turn these, but I wanted you to see that if you want to do a little bit of food or a lot of food, I don't know where you're going to put that.
Look at my bubbling. Look at this. I got a huge bubbling pasta bake. The best mac and cheese you've ever seen in that 3-quart brazier. So whether you're doing a big batch cook, look at the mac and cheese.
All right.
Oh my God, I'm making a mess on the table, but that's okay.
Amanda, I need a plate too. Oh, here
Amanda.
we go. I got it.
Look at the cheesy mac and cheese. Guy, get in here. So whether you're doing big batch cooking, whether you're doing just grilling or sauteing, it's gonna do it all. And remember, that lid is universal. Amanda's the best.
Amanda made it, which means it's gonna be
how good
money. I gotta get a little of that crunchy top. It's hot.
But look at the pork. Remember, I'm using, isn't that good? No, she's the best. She's the best. You know it's good if Guy stops talking.
I don't even know what to say. You know what's funny is that the best macaroni and cheese I've ever had, believe it or not, Danny's girlfriend's mother makes it. And I don't know what she puts in it. This is very, very, very close, Amanda.
Yeah.
This is crazy good.
How cool is this?
And remember, we don't have to worry about scrubbing that pan.
Yeah.
Because it's nonstick. Regular cast iron is not nonstick. Regular cast iron is sticky, and you have to season it, and you have to put a lot of oil in it.
Yep.
Because we put the nonstick on here, triple infused diamond, you're never going to have to worry about that. And again, it's a little bit of an investment, but you're getting 4 pieces, 3 pans, big jumbo, 2 of the smaller ones so you can grill or you can flat top, and you get the lid. And let me tell you, roasting, even if it's cauliflower.
Totally.
We got some broccolini in there.
Or make your spring veg exciting. You know, vegetables don't have to be blanched and boring. They can have some char. They can have some action. You know, this is your new saute pan. This is your new egg pan non-stick. This is your new brazier, your new grill pan. It's everything. And again, I'm adding splashes of white wine or tomato to things because this isn't grandma's cast iron. I don't have to worry about rusting. I don't have to worry about cleaning up after. It's ceramic non-stick cookware at its finest.
And look at this. Watch, I'm gonna make a plate. Where do you see this?
Oh,
everything has been done in the cast iron.
Yep.
So there is, now that is not a southern meal. Come on in
How good
close.
does everything smell?
Look at that. Look at that. Crispy fried chicken. Look at the top on that mac and cheese.
Yep.
Amanda, look at that. Isn't that pretty? Oh my gosh, I just want to suck this thing down like
Now,
nothing.
real quick, while these things kind of simmer away, I've got my sausages under that universal lid.
I'll watch them.
Okay, we've got, look at the pork. Look at the flavor I've developed with 0 fat. I didn't put any oil or butter. Some cherry tomatoes, some capers, some stock. This looks so good, you can land it on the table as such. It just looks awesome. But come all the way over here with me. With cast iron, you also want to bake. We've now shown frying, searing, grilling, steaming. Think about baking. The best cornbread in cast iron because it's even heat. Now you can get these little silicone handles as well. Look out for those. They're a great little add-on because the cookware looks so great, you can go oven to table. But watch this. When I say it's ceramic non-stick cookware, I really, truly mean it's ceramic non-stick cookware.
And even,
look
there
at this.
It is.
Even my upside down citrus cake just slides out. It's covered in caramel. And look at it. It slides out. How cool is
That's
this?
a little bit better.
Now watch this. Even in the bottom of that pan with caramel. Now we've seen with sugar, we've seen with cheese. Look at this. The cleanup is easy. When you don't fear the cleanup, you use the cookware. And again, I'm talking to you out there if you need a new set of cookware and you want it to be cast iron, but you don't want the pain in the butt, you can now have the saute pan, the grill pan, the 3-quart brazier, all meant to nest within themselves with the one lid that fits them all.
Oh, man.
Right?
You got so much good stuff. By the way, do your grilled cheese in cast iron.
Do your grilled cheese in cast
iron. It'll bake.
100%.
And it'll be a little bit crispy.
100%.
And then inside that cheese will be so melty. And remember, we can always put the lid on it.
You can put the lid on it.
So that cheese will melt.
Yep.
Because you get a lid. You get 3 pans.
Oh, man, that smells good.
Look at that.
Look at the veg,
See,
the char.
I was just going to say, you got a nice char on that
That's what
veg.
you want. It's not boring. Now it can come out. You know,
Smoky.
you can give it enough. It's got a little bit of character, some crispy edges. I can add a splash of white wine here. I can finish kind of steaming it now with that universal lid. This is the joy of cooking with cast iron that you don't worry about, whether it's acidic ingredients or cleanup. Look at the results, though.